One-on-one with Dr. Veronica. Loading. Let's go there. Promises to be an exciting experience. Ooh. Ẹ bá mi pé Tinú Adé. Hi. Hi. What's wrong with your audio? Can you hear me? What is the problem? I can't hear you. Aha, I can't hear you. What is happening? Maybe you should take off the... I can't hear you. I can't hear you still. But can you hear me? Oh boy. I can't hear you still. I can see you, but I can't hear you. Can you do sign language? Let's speak with sign language. I can't hear you. Minutes gone.
Hello, ma.
Hey.
Hello, ma. Good evening, ma.
Hey. Let me use your Ricky. What? Let me use your Ricky for you.
Ajoke.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ọmọ láti kọ́kọ́ bí aró, ọrùn gbogbo orí, ọmọ kóbi bẹ́sẹ̀. That's the only way I can do it. I don't know it much, ma. Good evening, ma.
Ọmọ roka. Ọmọ sebe. Ọmọ gúnyán. Ọmọ títà sí ọkọ lẹ́nu.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ma. Good evening, ma.
Ọmọ fóúnjẹ tó dáa tó àwọn ọmọ. Yes.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ma. Yes. Thank you, ma.
Ọmọ lóde àjíngbá. Okay. It took us
so sorry, my.
It's okay.
The network, mama.
Yes, I know. So we've gone past like 10 minutes. So
okay,
usually, and this thing is programmed. Once it starts, and once it's 45 minutes, it's all gone. Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
My name is Veronica or Shokoya. you know.
Okay, ma.
And the history of people called Veronica are people who have a lot of kindness in their hearts. Back in the days of some biblical ages, okay? So the kindness I have is just in areas of encouraging young entrepreneurs, young business people, upcoming, striving, ready to work, ready to take their market share in whatever they do. And then the good thing about it is that I like encouraging young people. Not to say if any old person comes, but my core competence area is grooming and mentoring people such as you. Okay.
Thank you so much.
And it will be my gladness in the future to see that you excel far beyond your expectations and what you had planned, so that you'll be also in a position to nurture and to be a blessing to people who are behind you. I'm glad to meet you. I could just say a bit about myself. I have my background in marketing, advertising, public relations, trade management, then everything to do with projecting people and encouraging people to soar. But my best area is in marketing, strategic management of businesses, and giving to the poor and the needy in terms of either physical things, ideas, content, in a way that just makes somebody who is not here to rise from here to a stage of appreciation.
Okay, ma'am.
So I've served in this area of advertising and marketing management and business development for well over 30 years.
Wow.
Well over 30 years. That's been my area of business, right from school, master's degree, and all of that. So let me meet with you now. It's not just me meeting you, it's people who are listening to this program who will meet you. So you just have the opportunity. It is your time to sell yourself in any way you can sell yourself. Use the opportunity and do not waste any second of it. From there, I would look at when it is necessary for me to interject and ask you a few questions. Use those questions to see what I can develop about you. Okay.
All right, ma. Thank you so much, ma. My name is Adeni Folashade Atinoke, the team lead of Tino Sports. Well, I'm a single mother that started catering stuff from my mom, my late mom. I served in Abuja. The story was just like 2014, I was posted to Abuja where I have nobody, where I know no one. 2014, and that is when the this bombing of a thing was really much in Abuja, that we have this twin bomb of a thing in Abuja in 2014, and my parents were like, how will you do it? And I said, with God, all things are possible. So I started the journey of service here. Where I served, I was retained there in 2015. It was a paramilitary organization. 2016, 2017, I worked with them still in Abuja there. Then 2019, towards ending of 2019, before the pandemic in 2020, something happened that really changed my life. That almost took my life. So throughout 2020, I was in Lagos with my parents due to health challenge for like 6 months. When I got back to Abuja to resume my work, I was like, we don't need your service again. So I have to start the journey of job hunting. Then from there, I got this market. I never had experience of marketing in my life. I studied human kinetics at the University of Education, Taishel University of Education. That was where I studied human kinetics. So, and I got this marketing job at Graceview Homes and Property in Abuja then. So as one of their BE, that was where I started my marketing experience. So October 2020, I started the journey of marketing with them. Things were not really good. But before then, my mom is all this normal alase and oloko, all those oloko people that normally go for catering all over. I do go out with her whenever she has things like that. So 2020, a friend just said, Miss Tinu, you love cooking. Why don't you use this opportunity to try and start something? I was like, okay, that's a good one. Let me start from there. So before then, I think 2019, a colleague of mine in my former place of work, her name is Fortune Imujiro. She's a chef. She's into all this home deliveries. So we started together. Then whenever she has deliveries like that, we do it together before I traveled down to Lagos in 2019, December. I didn't resume work until around August 2020. She had to travel out then, and she owns this company called Fortech Finger Licking. That's the name of our food company, which we are together, which I learned more of continental dishes from her as well. Then, so 2020, towards 2020 ending, that colleague of mine at the real estate company was just like, Miss Tinu, you can put this your talent of cooking, you can turn it to money. I was like, I don't have stress, Jare. She was not like, no, that stress, you turn it to money. You are good at what you do, and let's see how we can start it. And in my room there and there, she just says, give me a few minutes, give me a few hours. And she came up with a name, Tinu Sport. Her name is Kehinde Ojedele. She's one of the board, the executive member of Tinu Sport. And she just came up with Tinu Sport. I was like, just like that. And she brought out the flyer, the complimentary card, and she said, you know what? Let's start from taking peppered Ponmo and peppered meat to work every Friday. Since we don't normally go to field for marketing on Friday, we always be in the office. Why don't you start from there? 200, you start. Then let's see how it goes. That was how it all started in Abuja 2020. Yes. So it's peppered Ponmo. Yes, ma.
And then
so we'll package it in all the small takeaway. We sell it for 200. At times I sell that package for 300-500. From there we started getting church that wants to do anniversary, that wants to do meeting, cater for us, those that have tested my food. That's how my pastor of blessed memory, Pastor Mrs. Abosede Fagoyo, encouraged me to start doing for churches. So that's how we started before I now relocated down back to Lagos October last year, after a kind of life-changing situation that happened. My mother was very sick. She was admitted. I had to rush down to Lagos. But at the end of the day, after a week, she gave up the ghost. So, and I have a small daughter, I have a aged father, I have siblings that are help to me. So I have to put my life on hold for them. I have to relocate back to Lagos to come and face my family.
Don't get me going teary. Now,
no problem.
You would have opportunity to continue again. I took down a few things which I like our audience to, listen to and see the reason for them to really know that women are very special people. Yeah, you had served in a paramilitary organization in Abuja.
Yes, ma'am.
You said something that was life-changing occurred, which is what happened about your mother. You had to go back on that. So it was this same your mother who used to do Olokpo business.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And you had to also go back to Lagos to take care of this mother who put you through, as it is, in the line of what you're doing. May her soul rest in peace.
Amen. Thank you.
And the fact that you studied human kinetics, it's amazing. That's a rare area of study for women. And a woman, indeed any young person in recent age who goes to study human kinetics, must have the brain functioning very well. Don't worry, somebody is distracting you. It doesn't matter. I like that eye you gave the person to tell the person, say, better calm down. Yeah,
Thank you,
one
ma.
beautiful thing I like about you is the fact that you referred to your mother as an oloko. Olokos are very essential people in
Yes.
celebration. Olokos that go to even cook for people. I use olokos a lot. Sometimes I buy all the ingredients in the house and I just call an oloko to come and cook for me. Àṣàrò erépo rẹ́bẹ́rẹ́bẹ́,
Red.
um
Yes.
ẹ̀wà alásèpọ̀,
Yes, ma.
jollof rice,
Ewadalu, jollof
pẹ̀lú epo
rice.
ṣẹ̀kẹ̀ and all of
Yes,
that,
ma.
ata
Ekuru and
díndín and all that, and
ikokore.
ìkọ́kọrẹ́, èbìrìpò, sometimes
Yes, ma.
ẹ̀gúsí Ìjẹ̀bú and
Egusi
all of that.
Ijebu, yes, ma.
Yes, and then ẹ̀gúsí oní àlùbásà and all that. You know,
Yes.
it's the fact that you learned from your mother. If your mother was an oloko, I can tell it to you, you are good.
Thank you so much, ma.
Olokos know what catering is all about. Olokos understand how to carry their little ingredients and the secret of their tasty cooking in a small ike ọ̀dà báyìí. You know,
Yes, very ma.
you go there, you probably tell them, oh yeah, go and buy egusi, go and buy atarodo, go and buy alubasa, go and buy
Albosa,
ogiri, go
Maggi
and buy maggi. But their own secret ingredient, which is a
is in a
mixture,
cup.
is in a cup. It's in a cup. You can't steal it. You can't steal it from them. That is the secret. You want to
You're
come
right, ma.
you watch them, you copy them while they are doing. When they want to put that their secret in,
You will not
you will
know.
not know. So may your mother rest in peace. I like the fact
Amen.
that you refer to your friend Fortune Umujero. It
Yes, ma.
means that you understand what friendship is, and it means that you do not take access and support for granted. Well done.
At all.
We
Thank
thank
you.
Fortune because Fortune would also have to listen to this to know that she encouraged you and then she put you in the line of thinking the way of Tino's sports.
Yes, ma.
And we pray for Pastor Mrs. Fagboyo.
Fagboyo.
Fagboyo. Pray for Pastor for her soul to also rest in peace. People have touched your life, and we thank Fortune for the 40th finger licking. And
Yes, ma.
I'm sure, I mean, you took strength from there. Wherever she is abroad, she might also be making a fortune from that.
Yes, ma.
And I like the fact that her name is Fortune. People who are fortune always do well. Okay.
Yes, ma.
Your experience in Grace Hills, all of that. I took note of all the things you said about yourself. But now we need to move forward about you, Tunu Sports.
Okay, ma.
As in Tunu
Okay.
Sports. What
Okay, ma.
is your USP? Your unique selling point? You can see a lot of caterers. What makes you stand out? What is your unique selling point, which is called USP in marketing?
Okay, ma. Thank you so much, ma. My unique selling point is this, ma. We prepare food that nourish and of benefit to human health. Where we prepare our food, a very clean and hygienic place. We also look at people's health when they are ordering. We ask them, what do you want? Are you allergic to anything that you think we could include in your food that might cause a kind of harm to your health? We do ask them, and whenever they say no, I don't have, I prepare the food as if I'm the one to eat the food. You understand me? I see, okay, this food, wherever the food is going to, whoever tastes the food will have no cause to complain or to say, oh, this food, I don't really like it, it's not healthy, because we put that first before even making our food now.
Okay, so your unique selling point is that you're conscious about healthy lifestyle, and
yes,
then
ma'am.
You're conscious about hygiene. Yeah, these are
yes,
very
ma'am.
key things. How do you source materials and ingredients, considering the fact that there have been a lot of short changing? People are no longer straight, straighter are not straight. People who sell food produce and all that are not sincere to the level that they used to be when your mother was in her local business. How do you
Okay.
cope with this? First and foremost, the cost of living, the cost of these items, and then having to source items. I know, for instance, some people want to do iru. There is pete, there is woro,
There is Oro.
there is,
Yes, ma.
okay. Yet, some people do not use iru locusts. Some people use
Mm.
soya beans.
And some people use Ogiri.
Yeah, ogiri is different. Ogiri is okay. Ogiri Jebu, for
Mm.
instance, is super. Ogiri Igbo is
Yes.
super fantastic.
Super. Yes, ma.
Yes. But I'm just saying, how do you know the real Iru, for instance? Because it took me a while for me to know the real Iru from the fake Iru. What I mean by fake Iru is some people will take
This-
soya beans, soak it in water, and wash it, and
And
then
dry it.
and dry it, and then tell you is woro.
Oh,
So could
I
you?
understand, ma.
So now in
Okay.
this question, not using Iru alone, I'm just trying to be curious to know how you source your items, the things you use, the products you use, the ingredients that you use. Where do you
Okay,
source
ma. Thank
from?
you
How
so
do you
much.
source?
Okay, ma. Thank you so much, ma. For example, for like that Iru, I have a family friend from Elisha.
Okay.
My mom's elder brother
Mm,
stays in Elisha. Anytime I need original Iru,
mm,
I contact them because that's where my mom also gets ours from us as well. And she also has colleagues that also get from all this Iluoke, all this
yes, Amala.
Oshun or
Yes,
yours
yes,
that
yes.
knows the
Absolutely,
original one.
absolutely,
Okay. Then
absolutely.
and aside from Iru, other ingredients I use. I don't store my food. I don't store my ingredients, most especially the perishable ones. I don't store them at home
How do you
because, for
mean?
example, okay, for example, like tomatoes, like pepper, I don't get them down because they are very perishable.
Oh yes.
I get them fresh, and I don't go for there are different types of tomato. You hear fresh esha.
Mm.
That is budget that is fresh that they are just sorting out from
Yes,
the world.
starting from the
Yes, I
basket.
don't
Yes.
use this at all because I myself I don't like eating outside. And once I eat outside, that means I've seen where the person is cooking. I've seen what he or she is using to cook before
Okay.
I can eat from you.
Mm.
Now, if I get all those things that are not really good, it's going to spoil my business. Okay, I can say, okay, maybe most people don't know the real good taste of the things I am using. While at times I may deliver food to someone that knows the good taste of good tomato or pepper.
Mm.
That means I've lost my customer.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
So instead of me to lose my customer, I'd rather get a good ingredient that will make them come and say, oh, Tinu Sport, you can never miss it when you get our food to eat.
Yes, absolutely.
Because
Because if you use Aisha,
fresh.
the taste of food made with Aisha, baje
Different.
small, there's baje
Yes.
small, baje gidi, baje para, So
Uh,
if you use the real, if you use real hard fresh ingredient, then I mean you're sure. People who know it, there are some people they just taste their food. They just close their eyes and they tell you whether there's a shine in it or not. So you would have
yes.
lost that customer. So
And
that means
also, I don't use most people use all this white Maggi,
yeah, yeah.
Bedan and Ajinomoto. They say it will make it look sweet or better. I don't use it. I
Mm.
rather use not chicken or chicken flavor because there are some people once they taste your food, they'll know or they'll tell you you've used white Maggi. That means I've lost the customer. So I don't give what I don't eat. That is just the basic part of it, man.
Fantastic. I would not want you to mention names of any of those white ingredients.
Okay, ma.
But what I'll just say to you is, it's not safe to use those white ingredients because
Yes.
I know that if you put them in your toilets, you find out that the toilet will be cleaner. If you have a white t-shirt and you put it on a white t-shirt, you soak it, the white t-shirt is cleaner. That means monosodium glutamate is not healthy. So you don't use monosodium glutamate. So you use real spices that are
Thank
recognized,
you, ma.
and then the natural spices. Okay, how have you coped? What is your asset strength in terms? You're a caterer. What crowd is your minimum? What crowd is your maximum that you can cater for? And
Okay,
what tools do you have to be able to deliver X number of crowd?
okay, ma. For now, we do minimum of 2 packs for those that wants to just have it for lunch. Minimum of 2 pack. Then the maximum we cater for 500, 700 upward, ma.
Oh, that means you cater at events.
Yes, ma.
Do you have the tools to do event
Yes.
catering?
All the ones my mom are using, I still fall back to them, and I still get more of
Can
the
you
recent one.
can you share some? Can you tell us some of these things that you use?
Okay, they are far away from where I am now, but I have the industrial gas. I have the industrial gas. I have the industrial gas. I have the 2 burner, and I have the single burner, the single phase 2. I have the large pot 40, 30, 20. I have 7 dish. I have plates. I have chafing dish. I have the orogo, the spoons, and I have people that do help me out as well.
Okay, talking about people that do help you out. What is the age bracket of those who help you? Are they younger than you or are they older than you?
Okay, the younger one among them is my sibling, our last born.
Oh, really? God bless you.
Then, yes, ma'am. I have other people like 50 that are into all these Oloko people as well.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Yes, I use them when we have a larger quantity of people of events that I want to cater for. But once it's just between the range of let's say between that 2 to 100, I do it myself with my sibling, with my
Okay,
sister.
you are in Lagos or where?
Yes, Ikorodu precisely, ma'am.
Hey, Ikorodu. Hey, Kodu. Let me not call them Ikorodu. Kodu.
Yes, now that's how they call them.
If I call them Ikorodu, they will not do party. So let us call them their real name, Kodu. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, those people are wonderful people. They spice up life. I just hope you'll be able to share some of this to let the Ikodu people know that in the various series or some of the things we do, we appreciate them and their patronage of young people to do events. Yes, the Ikodu people actually encourage. They don't look for established names, as it were.
No.
Even when they do use the established names, they still have catchments of young people like you. So it means that the rich in Ikodu try to give back to society, which is quite commendable. And I hope that most of you who are growing up to fit into the shoes that your parents or those who have carved a niche in these areas have worn, the shoes they have worn, you will not disappoint. You would have to also leave your legs and your feet in the sands of time. Now, what are the challenges you have? What are the difficulties? What is happening that you're not happy? What makes you feel discouraged sometimes? Because it's not all smile. Tinoke Ode ma Joni Gbagbogbo, Tinoke cannot be dancing all the time. You wish that you can dance all the time, but let us know. You can see I'm already doing like an Ikodu person. You can dance.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, the challenges I have, one, the rate at which things are expensive right now in the market is something else. And some customers will still want to get it at the previous price when you give them, like, okay, for example now, the smallest bowl of my efforiro is 7,000 naira,
Oh,
which is
really?
2 liters. 2 liters.
Okay.
The 2 liters. And inside it, we have whatever protein you want is what we'll put. Be it fish, goat meat, cow meat, chicken or turkey. That's what we'll put there for you. Now, things are expensive now. And if you now tell them, ma, you can't get this particular quantity for that price again. You hear, I can't pay more than that 7,000, as if they are not in Nigeria, as if what is happening is not affecting them. I will have to persuade them. Then another thing again that is really, really affecting is finance. I'm looking into opening a working store, a working place, a restaurant that people can come in to eat, aside from we catering. But right now, presently, the finances is not really there.
Okay, let me hold you there. We have 8 minutes to go because it
Okay,
had
ma'am.
actually given me allowed to say we had 10 minutes. We didn't connect on time.
On time, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, but what I would like to say to you is that the period that we didn't connect on time, while they are doing the editing, maybe you should contact our executive producer and see if you can run some pictorial evidences of what you do as in form of advert. I don't know what the rates of adverts are, but it would be useful for you because when you share with all your friends, it could cause some nostalgic and some mofeje kind of feeling. I feel like eating kind of feeling.
Yes,
Now, everywhere this high cost of food and everything, it's not a situation that's peculiar with Nigeria. It's a global phenomenon. It's everywhere. I mean, people who live in England, people who live in America. It's even worse in England because right now you go to their house. As you're entering, they are switching off the light after you. You're using the tap. They are telling you what kind of water you can use, what amount of water. A friend of mine called me today that when she finished washing her plates, that her husband would tell her that the water you used to wash your plates, keep it in a bowl for me. Yeah. So things have really gone haywire. So there is no one who can pretend not to understand the peculiarities and of the challenges of the times we live in. Yes. So if they want all the protein, I call it particulars. They want Ponmo, they want shakia, body, panla, igbawe and all that in their plates. And I said, see, I'm talking now, see saliva in my mouth, I'm beginning to imagine what your bowl of a foriro will look like. It is well. So we understand this, and then we know the cost of electricity and gas. We know all that. So you must look at how to address these issues. How you have to come to your table of reasoning, say to yourself, you need to review your pricing. You understand? You need to also open a table of options for people.
Yes,
ma'am. You can have your 2 liters for 7,000, but this is what's going to be inside it. Do you understand? Yes. You will not compromise quality. You will not use bad oil. You will not You will not use bad salt. You use what is right.
Yes, ma'am.
But just give them the option of saying there is 7,000 and there's 14,000, there's 10,000. This is what is in 2 liters. 2 liters option A, B, C. Do you understand? So you let them know. If you put it out nicely, it just works. In terms of having to have a working place is very important. Are you registered? Is Tino Sports registered?
No, ma. No, ma.
Try. You have to do that so that the laws.
Yes, I'm working towards that now.
It's not expensive. Work towards it on time. Working towards it. If you want to work to Ikorodu to go and do your catering, you quickly go. So try and do that quickly because that is that now tells you are a full-fledged business person. You can take businesses with checks. You can take businesses and work in and make a presentation with the big names. And then before you know it, people can also trust you with their funds. Do you understand?
Okay,
Because if
ma'am.
somebody wants to give
Yes,
you
ma'am.
a business, give you a business loan or support you in a loan to establish this your working place, the person wants to know that you're registered. So it doesn't take
Okay.
anything. This organization that I'm doing this presentation for can actually give you a link to lawyers or people, or give you the site of CAC. You do the registration yourself and you start with that process. You know,
Okay, ma'am.
okay, there is Desmine Microfinance and there's
Okay.
Grooming Center Microfinance.
Okay, ma'am.
That also we can introduce you to, who can give you
Okay.
small loans, but you have to be able to follow through to paying back. Desmine is spelled DESMINE, you know, and then
Okay.
grooming is spelled GROOMING. They are both
Okay.
located in Lagos, and wherever you are, I'm sure if you mention that you came recommended by us, they will give you some sort of assistance. You just start
Okay, ma'am.
little by little, pay back as at when due, take more, plow back, pay back, and all that. Then you can be sure to get to that destination which you
Okay, ma'am.
actually, yes. You have talked about in this strength and weakness. Can you brag? What is your best food? Can you shackle? Tell me, brag. What is that food you know
Yes,
that
ma'am.
nobody, yeah,
Ikokore Ijebu.
child.
Because I'm from
See,
Ijebu.
can you see my body? Goose pimples. Hey, so,
Ikokore and Ebiriko.
are you from where?
I'm from Ijebu Odema.
Hey, Kokereje, Oga o. Shem je, Shem rocket, Kékeré
Yes,
Ìjẹ̀bú,
ma'am.
owó ni, owó ni, kíní kan Ìjẹ̀bú, owó ni, ewé sán. You don't want to sing for me. I'm giving you a Ricky.
I don't know the song really, but
You
I'm
have to
from
pay me. You have to
Ijebu.
see this time around. You have to pay me for singing your real Ijebu.
I will
Actually,
definitely do that.
Ijebu people are wonderful people. I love Ebribo. I love Ebribo with this Ebribo's egusi sauce.
Egusi Ijebu.
Oh my word! If I see Ebribo now, total resu, you know.
Baby.
Oh my
Yes.
word! Then
There are two different ones, the white one and the one they mix with little pepper.
don't go there. I know about Ebribo a lot. There is no event that I'm doing that I don't have a little wrap of Ebribo in one corner for to be shared, you know, for people, you know. And Egusi Ijebu is what I've not been able to cook. I'm always calling people to do it for me. Sweetheart, we have less than 1 minute, so I'm so
Okay.
you are that woman whose Ebribo and Ikokore cannot be resisted. You are that woman, the child of a wonderful Oloko of blessed memory, who has
Yes,
done
ma.
so well and carved an Oloko business. You are that woman who was supported by Fortune, her friend Omojoro. And you are that woman
And
who
Kehinde
pastor
Ojedele.
and Koinde Ojedele. You are that woman who
Yes.
remembers people who have touched their life, who have touched your life. You're that woman who has human kinetics as background and who still succeeded in saying, this is an area I want to take a bold step to plunge into, different from where they're trained from. But
Yes, ma.
because you want to follow the trend of family tradition, let me tell you what you're doing. There is something I'm doing a postgraduate degree in PhD degree on currently. It is in line
Wow.
with what you're doing. It is called Family Business Succession Intentions. So what you're doing is family business. You're doing the same business your mother did. You're succeeding your mother. So you had that intention. I would have loved to put you as part of one of those my models in my writing. Perhaps if you permit me, in one of my
No
writings, I'll
problem.
definitely, no problem. Okay, I'll use it as a reference. So I wish you well. It's been wonderful speaking with you. Do not forget to take an advert. Do you have an Instagram handle? Do you have a Facebook account?
Yes, ma.
Quickly
Yes,
let
ma.
your audience listen to it.
Okay. Our Instagram handle is tinus_pot. Tinus_pot, which is TINUS_POT. That's our Instagram page. And our Facebook page is TINUSpot. TINU_S, the space pot.
VECHI'S VFFP.net is a disruptive innovation that fuses the present standard of just selling items with fixed prices online and the key features of the traditional open market that allows for independence, free negotiation, competition, multiple vendor choice options for you to choose from, and so on. Buy literally anything you want from any online digital vendor of your choice and from any state in Nigeria. Don't like what you see? Or the prices you are getting from a particular vendor online? You are sure to find another of the same business niche you are currently interested in. Remotely access any service and buy any product from any vendor of your choosing without the compulsion to leave your comfort before getting served, as is with the present traditional but stressful and cost-intensive way that forces you to go out even when tired in order to enjoy the privileges and benefits of an open market. Digitalizing the qualities of the traditional open market for your absolute convenience is what we do. Navigate around vendors and negotiate as you would a physical open market with products and services having no fixed prices as with other online e-commerce platforms. VECHI.